Welcome back to IT Garage. Today, we're working on the Edsel. Y'all have been asking for it, and it's about time. In this video, we are going to get the brakes adjusted. We are going to get the drive shaft measured, the tail shaft off the back of the transmission, the fixed U-joint spot, and then we are going to get the drive shaft dropped off at the transmission shop. Are you enjoying yourself? Some things are going to change. What I realized was happening is that I was kind of pushing to get stuff out, and then I didn't love what was coming out. So we're going to take a step back, and we might not release every week, but I'm going to try between every 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to get a video out, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Just more thought put into it, more time spent editing and making it nice. I'm going to try to correct mistakes early, so we'll see if this helps. This will be the first video coming out, not on a Friday at 5 p.m. But just wanted to kind of show you guys what's going on. Also give you a look at what goes on real time as we do this with other things. You know, I have a full-time job. I have other obligations, whether it be the church or with friends and family. So I can't just be working on this stuff all the time. Kind of give it a realistic timeline too, for anyone else looking at getting stuff done. I know you see things on YouTube and it's all done in 2 minutes, but we're not going to be that, unfortunately. You know, it's just real life here, and we're going to show you real life among all the problems that come along with that. So I just wanted to say thanks again. I really can't get over how many people have watched the first video on this car. You know, a car that was such a failure of its time. Hopefully we can get this thing up here soon. We went to a car show today. I didn't get any pictures of that. I should have. That would have been cool. But hopefully we'll be at one soon ourselves. Also, still need to finish up the wiring for the alternator. You know, I got the video done and then went and edited it. I didn't have time to then come back out and actually fix it. So that's what I'm going to try to do here with this not every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern schedule. Try to get things done the right way, get things done 100%. I have so many 90% of the way finished projects that it's kind of frustrating. So let's try to slow things down and get some things to 100%. So thanks guys, appreciate you watching, and hope you stay tuned. All right, thanks. So we're going to adjust the brakes. I'm just going to show you the one side. It's way too tight over there. I'm not going to push the car back and forth, all that nonsense. So the wheels, we need to take that off. Everyone has a feeling about the wheels. I've heard comments all across the field. People like them. People think they look like plastic wheels. I don't understand plastic. They're obviously metal. They're even supposed to made to be look retro. They were on the retro Mustangs, but that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and get this one off, get the car jacked up, see about this drum that we're working with. These probably aren't on here very tight. I had a strong feeling that I'd be removing them before we drove on them, so looks like I was right. Yeah, those aren't on there very tight at all. Let me know what you think about the wheels in the comments. Like I said, quite a few of you already did, but I don't know. I don't hate them. I might run them just so I get more comments in the videos. We'll get you guys in here a little bit closer. You can see some evidence of my Craigslist restoration. And we're going to go ahead and get this popped off. Well, yes, we're not going to get it popped off right away because this is the front, so we need to undo the bearing and all that nonsense. Maybe I'll find some gloves. Alright, so I did find a pair of gloves. Okay, here's another voice memo because I don't know what I'm doing. Here you can see removing the dust cap and the cotter pin, taking the retaining bolt out, taking the drum off. But as you probably already know, none of this is required to adjusting the brakes. That just goes to show my lack of knowledge, and that I really am learning as I go. You guys don't need to know everything to go out and tinker on these old cars. Go out, drag that car that's been sitting in a field, whether it's your field or buy it from the old man who's keeping it for himself that's going to get to it someday. Go ask. The worst he can say is no, maybe get off my property. So just go pull out your stuff, work on it, get it going. That's what we're doing here, guys. But enough of my rambling in this little clip. You don't need to watch me do this and explain it poorly. There's way better videos from people who really know what they're talking about if you really want to learn how to do this. So let's not waste any time here, and let's get back to having a good time while we wrench on these old cars. As I went to grab the screwdriver to do this, I realized, hey, there's an inspection hole on the back side right there, so you can do this not only without taking the drum off and repacking the bearings and setting that tension, all that nonsense. You don't have to take the wheel off. I guess I'd have to jack up the car to spin the wheel, but that'd be it. And I'm not joking when I say that I don't know what I'm doing. This proves it. So does other things. I'm sure you guys will call me out in the comments on everything that you see that's wrong. If this is anything like any other YouTube channel that I watch, which is fine. You know, let me know what I'm doing wrong so that I can fix it. It's just one of those things. So here we are. Adjusted it with a pair of pliers. Just since we're out here, now I know which direction to spin it on the other side, assuming it's even the same way. It might be backwards. Like I said, we're just figuring it out here, guys. We are going to get this thing back on the road, though. Every thread you read online says, hey, when you're doing drum brakes and you're putting in new shoes and a new drum, make sure that there's, you know, some friction when you put it back on so you don't get a soft pedal. Well, guess what? Being a total amateur and just getting this thing back on the road, I messed it up. It's going to happen. I'm sure there's other things that I've messed up as well that we'll find once we start enjoying this a little bit more. But brakes are important, so you got to take care of that first. So we're just going to go ahead and expand this back out just enough that there's some friction, and we should be good to go. I'll get the other side done. I'm not going to show you that. It's the same fairly quick, easy process, and there's not enough room over there to film. I'm not going to push the car over just for that. And tomorrow, my wife doesn't go in to work until a little bit later. Hopefully, I can have her help me, and we can get the drive shaft measured up. And then I can go and get, I can show you guys that process. There's a couple extra steps in that, but we need to get measurements to the drive shaft shop, and then we'll drop off the drive shaft, everything they need to do. And then hopefully, that'll be done soon. And we can get moving. That'd be awesome. Yeah, see, look, I just spun that out quite a bit, and there is still zero friction, none at all, on that brake drum. So I was off by quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and keep reinstalling this, make sure it's good to go, and then I'll use the actual inspection hole on the back side, and you guys can see that. Alright, got the dust cap back on here, along with the retaining nut. Everything feels good, nice and solid. Yeah, spins pretty nice. But again, guys, no friction. So now we'll get you back here. You can see where we're going to go in that inspection hole. We're going to come back here with the screwdriver, adjust that out until there's a little bit of friction, just based on a couple videos that I've seen online. And then we'll do the same thing the other side. So, I wasn't joking about this Craigslist restoration, guys. Like most Craigslist rebuilds, you don't want to dig too deep and see what it really looks like. But here's that inspection hole in the back. We're going to try to do what it's designed to do, which is basically just take your screwdriver in here and adjust that. You can hear me spinning it. So I'm going to set the camera down because I can't get my tripod under here. It's too tall. And yeah, then it'll be done. Got the brakes adjusted where I think I want them. Just a tiny bit of drag in there, which don't necessarily want the drag, but that just helps with the brake pedal feel, which, like I said before, was terrible. So now this shouldn't be too bad. We'll go ahead and get the other side squared up, Like I said, don't have to take the wheel off. Just jack up the car just enough to get underneath it, spin the wheel, and see how much drag or lack thereof you have. Welcome back. It's been a couple days. This week's been super busy. I didn't get the video out when I thought I was going to. You know, life happens. Like I said, I still work a full-time job, so things get in the way of having fun. But today we are going to get the drive shaft measured, which I've actually already done. Jeanette came out and helped me with that. I'll probably show a clip of her rolling around on the creeper at the beginning or end of the video. And then I have found what size nut I need, or what size socket I need to get the nut off the back of the tail shaft of the transmission, so that we can take everything to the drive shaft shop in the morning. Now, I do not have a 1.5" or 1 5/16" or 39mm socket, so it's late on a Sunday. The only place that might have it is AutoZone, so I am going to go run and get that done real quick. Maybe I can pick one up. We're back from AutoZone. They are the last store open on a Sunday night, open till 9. But we'll see what fits and what gets returned. Let's see, it's the big one. Oh, that's too big. Not the big one. Hopefully, it's the 1.5". Nice. Nice and snug. And the best part is that's a 1/4" drive, which I have. So not only do I get to just return the giant socket, but we get to return the giant socket adapter as well. So cool. That's, I don't know, 20 bucks that goes back into our pocket. So appreciate that. That's nice. All right, we'll look at the breaker bar on here and see if we can get that nut off, get that pulled out, and then get this drive shaft off to the drive shaft shop tomorrow. I know I've talked to you guys about the drive shaft and that it needs done, but here's a little more in depth. This car came with a 332 big block FE motor and a 2-speed Ford-O-Matic transmission. They were boat anchors. So we found this 360 big block out of a 70 whatever truck with a C6 transmission behind it. That gives us a more well-known motor, which has pros and cons, but also a extra gear in the transmission, which is going to be nice for the type of driving that I want to do. I want to just do highway cruising, so that third gear hopefully bring the RPMs down, make it more enjoyable on the road. Now, the issue though is that the drive shaft for the original car will not fit with this new setup. The C6 is longer, it's set further back, so I believe this is going to need shortened. But the back of the C6 had this on it as well, a fixed yoke, which I guess is pretty sought after in the 4x4 or truck community. I don't know. But basically, they're going to have to take this fixed yoke and make it so there's a U-joint that mounts right into it, just like the back of the drive shaft. And this is all original, or at least original fitting. So we're going to go have this, balanced and cleaned up. New U-joints on the back. Hopefully they'll bolt right into the back of the car. Hopefully those are right. And then the ones on the front, they are going to make it so that this fits. And then they're going to put some sort of slip in the middle, right about here, from my conversation with them. And that will allow the car to rise and fall, as they all do, and change the geometry a little bit and all that nonsense. So hopefully this is what we need to get cruising. I guess we'll find out. I'm very excited. I sold that lawnmower, so we're able to go and get this taken care of. So we're going to throw this in the town car, and I guess we can go ahead and see, does a drive shaft fit in the trunk of the town car? I love that keypad. It's awesome. All right. Oh, I guess we'll pull the stroller out for Olivia for tomorrow, so Jeanette can have that at work. But this is going to fit without even trying, which is partially why I love this car so much, is that you can put just about whatever in this car. Oh, I said that. Did I jinx myself? Oh, no. All right. Maybe it'll take a little bit of trying. All right. So it's in. We had to kind of feed it up into the front there. I don't know. You really can't see anything, but that tray goes back pretty far. I mean, look at the spare tire. So that sucks up in there. And we should be able to close this. No problem. And my favorite part is that truck sucker downer motor works. We will go ahead and finish this off for tonight. Get this done. I'm gonna go get some of the editing done. Hopefully we'll get this to you on Tuesday. How's that sound? I guess we'll see when this gets released. All right. See you tomorrow. All right. So it's the next morning. Well, I guess it's not morning. It's noon now. I'm going to take some time on my lunch from work to go get those AutoZone stuff returned from last night. Get the Driveshaft dropped off. And yeah, I think that'll be it. Not going to show dropping off the Driveshaft for the privacy of the shop that's doing it. I don't know how they feel about being on film. Everyone I've talked to locally says that they're the people to go to, so hopefully they can get it done. On the phone, they said that it would probably take a week or two to get done, so it won't be back right away, but we have plenty of other stuff to do in the meantime. I guess let me know what you guys think about this new format of kind of going as it goes. Like I said, you can watch, 5-minute YouTube builds of whole cars. It's not how real life works. So, I don't want you guys to feel discouraged that your build isn't taking 2 minutes. Let's show some real life here. And real life includes everything. So what I might do as well is show my other projects. I'm going to run the Tractor Supply and return this bit for drilling into concrete that we were doing as, for other projects. So maybe it'll just kind of be a sprinkle of everything that I've been doing for the last couple weeks, focused on the car, sometimes, maybe not others. Let me know how you guys would feel about that in the comments. And yeah, I want to make something that you guys want to watch, but I also want to make something that I want to make as well. So hopefully we can find a happy medium here and get some stuff done. But I just want to say, if you enjoyed the video or looking forward to more of these, please subscribe. Help us get to that 1,000 mark. Again, guys, just remember that I've shown it enough. I'm not an expert. I don't know what I'm doing. Hope this gives you the confidence to go out and get done what you guys want to get done, whether it's a house project or a car project or even a work project. Just about everything is available on the internet, so you guys can learn and do what you need to do. Go watch a video. It's usually free. So, all right. Well, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
I'm sorry, what?
But it can get jacked up now.
It's jacked up?
It needs to get jacked up. This parking brake cable is like 4 strings holding it together. Look at that.
That's going to be helpful.
Yeah, there's seriously 2, 3, whatever, 2 or 3 out of this whole cable holding it together right here in the middle. Oh, jeez. Good thing it's an automatic.